Do you have insomnia and you wish you had some tips and techniques that actually work to help you overcome insomnia? Well, if so, I gotcha in this video. It took me 30 years to figure out how to overcome insomnia. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips that I haven't really shared in a while in my videos recently. These are a bunch of random tips that I never really put into videos because they're just little tips that can help, that you can add on to all the other tips and strategies that I already teach, and they are very powerful. Adding these in will help you progress faster. So let's go ahead and get started. My first tip is for those of you who have a racing mind, which is really common when you have insomnia because we often have sleep anxiety, which leads to a racing mind. Now, one thing is with a racing mind is to understand that these are messages from your brain. When your brain thinks there's danger, one of the messages is your brain racing. Your brain needs to be able to think and react quickly, and you're also having all these fear-based thoughts when you have a racing mind, and that is just because your brain thinks there's danger and it has these signals that it's sending out to you. And the more we try to resist it and stop it and suppress these thoughts, the more your brain's going to think that you are ignoring it, and it's going to amplify them even more. So my first tip for you is to allow them to happen. Allow the racing mind to happen. Don't fight it so your brain realizes that you are listening. And with time, it will start to go down. Your mind won't race as much as it used to. It does take time, but you will get there. And I still practice this to this day. I don't really get a racing mind, but sometimes my mind is active at bedtime if I was, working too late, or I was reading something super interesting, or just there was a lot going on in my day or recently. A lot of my thoughts will come up if I didn't take time to really allow my mind to think during the day. I would go to bed and my mind would go crazy. So I just allow it. I still do. I just follow my thoughts. I don't really care. And eventually they fade away and I fall asleep. So it is a great tip to really practice and you can use for the rest of your life. My second tip is to get some movement in. Because when we have sleep anxiety or general anxiety, we have a lot of excess energy running through our body. Our body is ready to react to any danger. So if we can get some movement in, whether it's just like walking, doing a few jumping jacks, or whatever you feel comfortable doing, you can help burn off that excess energy. And another benefit of this is it helps to release tension in your body, which helps tell your brain that you are safe. So when there is danger, our breathing gets faster and we become tense. Our body's ready to react, fight, or flee, or whatever. But if we can get some movement, relax those muscles, get the tension out, get the excess energy out, we're going to have a more relaxed body. We're not going to be tense, which is going to send signals to your brain that you are safe. And in case you haven't watched my previous videos, it's a lot to explain in a quick sentence or two, but basically, the more we fear being awake, the more our brain thinks there's danger and it's activating the fight or flight system and the hyperarousal levels up and it keeps us from sleeping and we become stuck. So the chronic insomnia continues and continues and continues. There's a lot to explain in one video, but just to give you some context. Plus, movement helps bring you back into the moment. If we're in the moment, we're not fearing anything. We're not worried about anything. We're not stressing. If we are fearing something in the future that could happen, if we're worried about something, we're no longer in this moment. We're focused on what we're fearing that could happen, a hypothetical situation that could happen in the future, whether it's just whether I sleep tonight, fearing if you're going to sleep tonight, or fearing if you'll ever overcome insomnia, and so many other fears that come with it. So getting some movement in can help bring you into the moment and take you away from thinking about those fears and worries. Of course, there are many, many other benefits from getting some movement in. So go take a walk, do whatever feels good to you, and it will help you with the sleep anxiety and even sleep. By the way, if you would like to be able to ask me questions directly, if you want to be able to get free group coaching, if you want to be able to access all my free resources to help you overcome insomnia, then I want to invite you over to my free sleep makeover community. There is a very supportive community over there, lots of people to help you along this journey, including me. I will help you every step of the way, and you can ask me questions and get all the help that you need. So click the link in the description box below, and I hope to see you over there. My next tip for you is to reframe your fear and worry-based thoughts. I guess I have talked about this one in a previous video recently, but it is really powerful and can really help you to overcome insomnia because it's going after the actual root cause of insomnia, which is the fear-based thoughts. We start to fear being awake. Basically, insomnia started with some disrupted sleep, and then we started to fear losing sleep. Like, oh my God, am I going to lose more sleep? And the more we fear it and try to control it, and nothing works to make sleep happen, and then you fear being awake even more. All that fear is sending signals to your brain that there's danger. Your brain's activating the fight or flight system, the hyperarousal levels up, and you aren't getting sleep. So if we can reframe those fear and worry-based thoughts, we're going after the root cause. And what I usually have my clients do is list out all of the things that they fear about being awake and about insomnia. So it could be, I worry about losing my job, being a good parent, how I'm going to get through the day. I'm worried about health risks. I'm worried that I'm never going to overcome insomnia. And just list out everything that you are worried about, the things that you fear. Now, you're going to take that list and you're going to reframe every single thing on that list to something that feels a little bit better, maybe a little bit more positive, that you can actually believe. I'm not telling you to go from I'm never going to be able to overcome insomnia to I'm going to overcome insomnia quickly and everything's going to happen perfectly and beautifully and things like that. We're not doing toxic positivity over here. I do not promote that. But instead, you're going to shift yourself to something that's a little bit better. It doesn't have to be positive. It could even be neutral. For example, I'm worried that I'm never going to be able to overcome insomnia. You can reframe that to something more neutral to, I am open to feeling hope that I will be able to overcome insomnia, or feeling hope that I can overcome insomnia. To shift to neutral, I usually add, I am open to. I am open to that feeling, if that makes sense. If your fear is, how am I going to get through the next day? I'm worried I won't be able to get through the next day. Well, you can look at all your past days. You have made it through all your days in the past. You've never had a day that you haven't made it through. You can make it through another day. You may even have had days where you've had a good day. You enjoyed your day, even though you didn't sleep, so that you know you can get through the next day because you've made it through all of them in the past. And that can help take that pressure off when you realize, okay, I will make it through. I'm okay. So you're going to do that for everything on your list. And if you need help reframing any of them, go to my comment section below and post what your fear or worry is, and I will help you reframe it. Another tip I have for you is to practice self-care, especially when you're going through this journey. I think everyone should be practicing self-care, but as you're trying to overcome insomnia, you're going through a lot of stress, you're going through a lot of fear and all these different uncomfortable feelings, we especially need to practice self-care. We want to make this process as comfortable as possible. It's never going to be fully comfortable if you aren't sleeping yet, but we can make the best of it. And practicing self-care can really help you get through this. And there are lots of ways that you can practice self-care. This can be things such as spending more time relaxing, resting, and that helps rejuvenate you and help you get through the day better. That's something that I used to do, is I would make sure I had time every day to relax a little bit. It was usually after lunch. Or what you can do is take little breaks throughout the day. Break it up throughout the day, just little 3-minute breaks, 2-minute breaks, whatever it is, to just sit, relax, maybe not be on your cell phone, and just be in the moment. Enjoy what's around you. Maybe you can go sit in nature, things like that. But those breaks, taking frequent breaks, can really help you get through the day better. Also, getting some movement in, going out for a walk in the sunlight, in the fresh air, can really help rejuvenate you. I don't know, just being in nature feels really great. Also, movement helps bring you into the moment. You're practicing some mindfulness. You're letting go of the fears and the worries for a brief moment while you're out walking and just paying attention to what's around you. Plus, a benefit is that you're going to get some of that excess energy out. If you're feeling anxious, whether it's sleep or general anxiety, we have a lot of excess energy in our body and we are tense. Just walking or getting any type of movement can help get rid of some of that excess energy. It can help your muscles relax so that your brain isn't constantly feeling like there is danger out there. Another idea is to practice meditation. Absolutely everyone can benefit from meditation. You don't need to be a Buddhist or some monk out in the middle of a forest. I don't know, whatever. But meditation is so beneficial to everyone. It helps you practice mindfulness, getting into the moment. It helps you relax your mind. It helps you feel more at peace. It brings more inner peace. You just feel better mentally and physically. Plus, it's combining the first 2 tips that I had for you, which is to practice relaxation every day, taking breaks, and things like that. So it's a combination of a bunch of them. So it can be really powerful. And you can find YouTube videos with guided meditations. You can do apps. You can do courses. You can just focus on your breath. That is really powerful right there. Just focusing on your breath, going in and out. And you're going to have thoughts. Absolutely everyone who meditates has thoughts while they're meditating. Even Buddhist trained monks, they have thoughts when they're meditating. So don't feel like I can't control my mind. No one can control their mind. If you're having a thought, let it go and then bring yourself back to your breath gently. You don't need to get upset if you're having thoughts because they're going to keep coming. You just got to keep practicing, bring yourself back to your breath. And this is going to help you learn and build your skill of mindfulness. It's so powerful. I keep saying powerful, but mindfulness is so effective. I want to say powerful. So powerful at bringing yourself into the moment, taking your mind away from all those fears and worries so that you have more inner peace. Another tip that I have for you is practicing slow, deep belly breaths. Those can really help relax your body and send signals to your brain that you are safe. So when the brain thinks there is danger, our muscles tighten up and our breath becomes faster. And your brain thinks that there must be danger out there. When we can relax our muscles and slow our breath down, we're sending signals to the brain that, no, we're actually safe. So practicing taking moments throughout the day to just take some slow, deep breaths can be really helpful to help you progress on your journey. You can do them in the middle of the night. You can do them during the day. You can do it whenever you feel anxious, just to help you move through those moments. It's also another great way to practice mindfulness. And you just feel good, feel better mentally, physically. It like recharges you in just a few moments. So go ahead and start applying these tips. They can really help you progress on your journey. Now, if you want some even more tips, some even more powerful tips, I know I keep saying powerful, check out this video I did where I have some more tips for you. Or you might like the other video on top of it as well. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.